Good afternoon. There's been a development in the hunt for the killer of a scientist murdered at the Notting Hill Carnival. 3 women have come forward with information after a video shown on LWT last night. The footage shows 4 people filmed enjoying the carnival moments before the knifing. Police think they may have witnessed Dr. Nicholas Hanscom's murder. 3 others are in custody. A woman was held at gunpoint after 2 men shot their way into her South London home earlier today. The men, both wearing crash helmets, fired through the front door. They searched the house for the woman's boyfriend before making off on a motorbike. The couple's 3 young daughters were also in the house in Southwark at the time. Other news, Terry Waite is at home in Blackheath today for the first time in 5 years. Shopkeepers and residents of the South London suburb have decorated the streets to celebrate his return. Terry will make his first public appearance in the town tomorrow. He plans to stay at home with his family for several days before taking another holiday. London stores are hoping for a late rush to buy on the last Saturday before Christmas. Stuart MAISTER is in Oxford Street now. Well, Stuart, how's business there?
Well, Anna Maria, certainly it's more crowded than it has been, but there's nothing like the sort of rush you'd expect on the Saturday before Christmas. Hardly surprising, really. Bad weather, fears of the IRA firebombs, and of course the recession. Some of the smaller stores, it has to be said, are virtually empty, but some of the bigger stores are reporting that despite the problems they've had, just today they've seen a bit of an upturn.
There's nothing more depressing for retailers than not hearing the tills ringing. The indications today are that they're starting to ring at last, and yet I'm excited about it.
And from shoppers, the now all too predictable gloom.
We're not doing very much shopping. We haven't got the money.
We went straight into Father Christmas. There was nobody there. There was about 3 in front. We walked straight in.
It doesn't have the real Christmas atmosphere like London should have.
Well, they've actually put barriers up, I don't know if you can see them here, to stop the crowd spilling onto the street. Unfortunately today it doesn't really look as though they'll be necessary. The big stores are having their fingers crossed now for the January sales. They're hoping there's pent-up demand that will express itself then. Anna Maria.
Well, let's hope so for their sake. That's our news for now. We'll be back at the earlier time of 5:15. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This dull, damp weather marks the shortest day of the year. More hours of daylight from now on. This afternoon, most places will see some light rain, and despite a strong westerly wind, temperatures will stay mild. Tonight looks much the same, mild and cloudy with patches of rain in places. I'm back at 10 to 5. Have a good afternoon.
Next, a special Christmas edition of football's brightest magazine show with Saint and GREAVSIE.